Neonic Void Productions presents.
Hello and welcome to Spookocalypse. I am your host with the most and the camp queen of this side of the void, Theo. And today I'm joined with, who are you people?
My name is Mad Chairman. I may have been away for a little bit, but I am back.
I mean, as far as the recordings go, I don't think you're missing in any. Are you
really?
missing in any? I don't think you're missing in any. You might be.
He's missing in like
at least two, right?
one or two.
Oh, that's right. It's on the two that were recorded with Bunyip and the housekeeper. That's right. Those two.
Bunyip did that introduction.
You're right.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
where
continue.
I pretended to be Mad Chairman.
What? You're right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so curious to hear that one now.
I love it.
Meanwhile, I'm the woefully unprepared Bunyip for this episode.
I mean, I feel that.
I feel like we're all unprepared. Hi, I'm the housekeeper.
So, before we begin on this, how this episode turns out, housekeeper, take it away.
Let me do what my namesake is, I guess. If you like this podcast, make sure you follow and rate us on whatever site you listen to your podcast. Share with your friends. New episodes get uploaded every Saturday. Links are down in the description for other podcasts that are part of the Neonic family. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is at Spookocalypse. That's at SPOOKOCALYPSE. We do spooky shit. If you're here from YouTube, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome to the Neonic family. Other shows will be posted on there eventually.
Well, this
by
month,
the time you listen to it, probably by the time you listen to this episode, if you let me finish, there would be new episodes up for other shows, including a D&D one, a nerdy one about gods, and one about books. So where we just talk about the book and what we loved about it, what happened in the book, and all that good shit.
Don't want to call you out, but that's going to be incorrect. This episode's going to go up eventually. This episode's going to go up on the 8th, Hide from the Past, from 4 days before.
Mm-hmm.
By the time this episode comes up, it'll just be spook. But next week on the 13th, Book Watchers is coming back.
All right.
Because we got enough episodes of those done, as long as Jacob continues recording. Like this weekend, when we record the next novel, we should be good. So,
I mean, yeah. I said like eventually the new shows will be up.
Yeah,
maybe by the time they get to this one.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah. Anyway, here at Spookocalypse, we do spooky shit. We talk everything ooky, spooky, and kooky. The mints will be on the pillow.
And today's mint is confusion. Because what is this episode going to be about? God only knows.
What does that taste like? It's a mystery flavor.
Mystery flavor. You'll know by the end of the episode. We will give you the flavor at the end of the episode. So just spend this episode kind of savoring the flavor and be like, what the fuck is this?
Chaos.
Me. Literally me.
It's me and you in the room together.
I bathe in the vats of chaos and I just live in it.
Yeah.
I was like, chaos. I shimmy a little.
You trying to like throw chaos in my world, and I'm like, no, it's gonna make sense.
and then have Indigo point out that you and me are the opposites. And I'm like, nah, that's not true. 2 seconds later, I say something and I'm like, damn, you right.
I'm literally ordering your chaos.
Exactly.
I
You're
like how we
right.
portray our own D&D.
I told you
In
you
real
need to make a god that fits in the pantheon because you got evil, you got corruption,
Indigo.
chaos, which is in moi, and then order for you. So you need to make one. You need to make one that'll pop up somewhere.
I'll figure it out.
Because Bunyip, we've already used corruption and chaos in that Marvel game. So
You right.
You right.
You right. Oh, I don't have my notifications on right now.
Oh.
Hold on, let me do that so that Mark can tell us that when we're right.
You right.
You right. There we go.
So also I am stating this now as well. The Last of Us. So the original. So why we stopped at 2 up at part 1 and part 2. Long story short, my ass decided to pass the fuck out one day on a day known as, what was it?
Recording day.
March 14th.
You act like this isn't the first time you've done this, though.
You know what?
Yeah, you're right.
I have been guilty of doing this a number of times in the past. I can count on one hand.
One hand,
though.
yeah.
I don't do it too often, but when I do, it's usually like I work. I do stuff. I freelance. I do all that, but I have a tendency to, if I don't sleep well, it catches up to me, and then it's like, you're gonna nap, and I'm like, oh, cool, it's 5 o'clock. I got 3 hours. It's fine. I woke up. That happened that day. I woke up at like 9:30, and I'm like,
hold on. I got a question. Do you not put like an alarm
timer
on?
Yeah.
I thought I did, but apparently my half-slept ass did not.
See, I could never. Like, if I know that I have something planned and I don't put an alarm on, I would not be able to take a nap.
Normally I do, but then there again, the handful of times that I don't, it happens, and I'm just like, well, shit. But sucks to be me.
But then again, like I can also prove myself wrong on that as well, because on the way back from Dallas, from the concert that I went to recently, I was just like, okay, I'll stop by the same Buc-ee's on the way home. So that, and I'll take another like 20-40 minute or like a 20-minute nap so that, we can still make it in time for my son to, get ready for school, because he was with us because he has picture day. I put my alarm on for like 20-30 minutes, right?
Slept through it.
Yeah. I woke up an hour later and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I have to be home by 6. So I did. I made it home by 5:45 so that I was able, because like my son usually wakes up at 5:30 anyway by himself. So by the time we actually got home, like he was able to get up and get ready for school so I can drop him off by 7. So and then I slept the entire day. I was like, screw it, I'm tired.
That was me. Because sometimes it catches up to me, and when it catches up to me, my body's like, "Yeah, you totally put on that alarm. Yeah, go back to sleep, bitch." And then, your body's like, and my mind's like, oh no, I guess you didn't. Maybe you'll learn how to go to fuck to sleep, you little bitch. Yeah, so that's what usually happens, and sometimes it happens, but that's what happened. That's why part 3 has not come out yet, and it will next week. Yes, next week. Yes,
next eventually.
Saturday on the 15th is the goal. I'm saying it now. It's in recording. I am gonna do it. I swear to God.
I mean, we could blame us not recording the part 3 today.
You can blame them.
Because of Mother Nature. The bitch is deciding to throw a fit.
Mother Nature. She's throwing a fit.
She loves a rainy night with some thunder.
You throwing a fit,
so do
and
I.
that shit's coming down south, and I'll be here tomorrow evening
Yeah.
for us here
For
in
the
South
next,
Texas.
yeah, for like the next 5 or 6 days. Too.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
because she's dramatic. But hey, it's gonna be no higher than like 60 degrees for like 3 days, and I love that for me. A bitch loves the cool weather.
So instead, today we are going to talk about our favorite horror stories.
No, we're gonna talk about our feelings.
No.
Our favorite horror feelings.
Oh, you
What's
want me
the
to?
scariest thing you've ever felt? And I'm like,
I
that
mean-
might get too harsh.
I mean, I could always repeat what I told Zio before we went to go see the D&D movie.
Oh, please no, because I've been avoiding spoilers for everything.
It's not
D&D
about the
movie.
D&D movie. It's
Okay.
not about it was
Okay.
literally like a TikTok that I saw. And
Cool.
I read it to Zio, and he's like, "How dare you call us out like this?" Especially because like the house that I lived in
You bitch.
is well, not the house that I lived in. The house that we were at was like full of like horror paraphernalia. Like I mean,
Mhm.
like everywhere. Like this shit. Like
My lovely boyfriend.
and I'm not hating because I'm like, bitch, like this is goals for me, but for like other shit, you know, like I don't want to collect horror paraphernalia, but I want to collect other things, and like these are
But
goals
yes,
for me.
the TikTok
Anyway.
deals with calls us all horror fans out.
So the TikTok is yeah, so horror fans, like if horror is your comfort genre, it's your comfort genre because your body is practicing a way of feeling unsafe because it's a trauma response, because you're it's a trauma response one, and your body is basically practicing feeling unsafe in a safe environment. And I'm all like,
Oh, dare you?
I was like, excuse me?
I felt called out. I felt attacked. And that person that made that TikTok will be hearing from my lawyers. How dare they?
Let me see
call
if
me
I
out
can
like
actually
that?
find that TikTok to the
I can respect that.
I mean, they're right. They are right.
Yeah.
They're right.
My TikTok was very loud.
They're right, but they don't have no right to say that, though. They didn't have to go there.
I may have sent it to you.
I don't know. Did you?
Did I? Yesterday? Did I? Saturday? No, I didn't.
Nope, you did not.
I didn't. Okay, I'll just look through my liked.
While you do that, Bunyip, does that hit? Does that seem right to you by that statement?
That depends if the movies that I watch actually scared me. Most of the stuff we watch is just like, okay, I recognize this is a scary thing. Oh, you startled me.
Fair. That is
or
fair.
if it's campy, and then it's like, oh shoot, it's kind of hard to prove unless I watch something that genuinely unsettles me, and then I could test this person's theory.
I found it.
You found it?
So
Okay, what's it say?
It says, did you know it's true that some people with trauma choose horror as their comfort genre because it helps them practice feeling scared in a safe environment? And I was just like, listen, listen.
Is this a secret cure to anxiety?
Girl, I wish if it is, I wish it'd work, because apparently it's not working.
For real.
No,
it's
your condition. You get to choose the coping mechanism.
Fair. Exactly. And my coping mechanism
intervenes and tells you that it's unhealthy.
Oh shit. And my coping mechanism is watching dumb people make dumb choices and dying for it to serial killers, monsters, or some ghost demon thing.
I mean, horror. I wouldn't say that horror is like my comfort genre. I thoroughly enjoy watching horror, but like if I'm sad, like thanks, Mark. I watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Again,
which I feel is worse.
Again, I already disclosed that. That is literally an example of daddy issues.
Shut up!
Excuse me?
It is. Dude, the boys.
How?
The boys have daddy issues.
Show your work. Show your work. Explain it.
I
Edward.
thought you were going to say something about like Shao Tucker, and then we would stop the conversation there.
Stop it. Stop. That too. That accent. Stop. You're not helping.
But Edward, daddy issues. Enough said.
Daddy and mommy issues.
Daddy and mommy issues, but daddy issues.
Oh,
because the main villain is who?
Father.
Depends on which version you're watching, but
I'm talking about Brotherhood. Like his period Brotherhood. Okay. I don't fuck that first version. It's trash. It's Brotherhood. I'm sorry.
Mean.
I don't like it because it steers so off course from canon.
I feel you, but I also feel it was decent on its own. Like,
I mean, there's some, like, one of my favorite episodes from that probably is Flame versus Full Metal, because it shows, like, how quirky Mustang is, and that's, like, the only really, that and, what is it, the warehouse one, whenever they think, like, the warehouse is haunted, and Havoc is all upset because he has to cancel his date or some shit, and, like, the entire episode, he's just, like, just sad, and I'm all like, oh, bro, Havoc, I feel you, man. But
daddy issues.
I'm talking about Brotherhood because that's the one I go to. I watch it at least once a year, every year.
I feel,
and that's still within topic, because I guess you could say, I wouldn't say Full Metal Alchemist is horror. It's obviously not, but on some level, would say would have horror elements.
Yeah, I mean, envy. Like, I feel like just the homunculi in general, like their horror elements.
Not a lot, but like
committing the taboo. You literally create an inside-out human that isn't real because they don't have an actual soul. Yeah, that's pretty fucking horrifying.
Shao Tucker.
Yeah,
Dr. Frankenstein would love that anime, and he would want to do that. But find a way to have a soul in it.
Yeah.
Oh God, that whole army of like soulless.
Yeah.
The immortal army. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, there is. Oh, I guess there is, but I mean, like, he called me out more. Like, it's all daddy issues, and I'm all like,
daddy issues.
How dare you?
You set yourself up for that, and I'm like, daddy issues. And you're like, no! You're like, how dare you? And I'm like, it's right there. Its truth is in the pudding.
Because like all he did was say like, oh yeah, like Edward is like the personification of daddy issues, and I was like, oh God, the big bad's name is Father. That's his literal fucking name.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, no. And then like my favorite character, who happens to be a dad, happens to fucking die, and I'm like, God damn it! I'm so angry.
My point has been proven. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. I rest my case.
And then the fact that he looks like Markiplier, like, it throws me off so much too. I'm like,
daddy.
Whoa. I mean, come on, Mark. Say that you're right.
I feel like we are now actually talking about our favorite kind of like horror elements or kind of stories.
There you go. That's a good time.
And so I'm going to lead in with my own. How many of you have played Halo?
I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
How is the Flood not like its own horror genre? The Flood literally infects any living organism, no matter what, and create just this disgusting, just fucking vile organism that just goes and attacks or infects something else.
I mean, you're right.
You're right.
Oh my God. You want
like
to know
the very first episode that you get to see them is Halo original. That you go in, you don't even know what you're walking into. So this is my like one of my favorite like horror stories. is this mission where you're playing Master Chief. This fucking badass motherfucker. He kills everything in his fucking path. Even when he has like partners with him, they're all like, "Yeah, let's go, Master Chief. We're gonna fucking kill the aliens. We're just gonna go and just fucking we're gonna live." And then you get sent into this swamp. In this swamp where you can't see shit. And you're looking around and you don't really see shit. Out of the fucking, in the distance you can see like little things that are happening, but it's not really shown to you like fully. And not until you get into to this little base that you're supposed to try to save people, what you're used to doing, saving all the weaker Marines that need help. And you go in there and it's all empty. You're just seeing dead bodies everywhere. You aren't able to kill anything because there's nothing to kill. There's nothing attacking you. But there's dead bodies everywhere. So you're just going deeper and deeper into this base. And then you finally find this Marine's what is it? Like hollow vid or something where you can see what he saw. So he goes in, you put in this little chip, you get to see what he saw. And as he came in with the captain and the sergeant major Johnson, who's fucking one of the best characters ever in that series. So you go in and they're going into the same base. They're kind of seeing the same thing as you're seeing, just dead bodies everywhere. They're not really sure what's going on, and these little things just come attack you, and they're just coming in swarms. And you can't stop them, and everything just goes dark. Everything's black, and then you're going back to your original Master Chief kind of body. You're like, oh shit. What did I just walk into? The moment you turn around, just start swarming you, and you just have to just unload on these weird creatures you've never seen before, but you don't have any other choice because you're literally attacking monsters that could kill you, infect you, and just make you a monster itself.
You know what the Flood reminds me of?
Mm-hmm.
It's oh gosh, I wish that. Oh wait, you have gone up against something that's from this. It reminds me of Indigo's Blight.
Yes,
like the blight that he has created. Like you and like in oh gosh, it was like the gosh, there was a big old monster that you guys fought.
It was a partial gray horned one.
Yeah, the great horned one, and like it was dumbed down.
Died.
Yeah, so it was like dumbed down by Indigo, and then it was dumbed down more by Zio.
I dumbed it down so much more because we're gonna die.
Yeah. So like that thing was Indigo's creation, and he has like a whole ass like thing that's like the Flood. That it literally infects anything, any living thing everywhere, and has created like this massive army. Yeah. Ugh, I hate that.
I hate them so much, but yet I love them. And
I love them too.
I'm gonna ask him. I was like, were you inspired by the Flood? Like, I'm curious now. Like, where did you get this idea to make these fucking the Blight? Oh, well, we used to call him Darkspawn, but no, it's like Blight. So.
Yeah. So Halo. Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. The Flood is very much like horror in like in the traditional sense as well as like the sci-fi horror.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of like no. Yeah. It's definitely sci-fi horror. But yeah. What about you? So do you have something that you like that's not necessarily horror, but has horror elements of some form in it?
Gothic horror.
Ugh. I'm saying that in a good way.
Like Van Helsing.
Yes.
Well, y'all are talking about moments in games or just like things in general?
Well, I mean,
in general.
Stuff in general. Any form of literature, book, movie.
Well, I have this graphic novel called Mortifera. I don't know anyone else who's heard of it, but it's basically like it's kind of like medieval gothic horror stuff, but it's mainly humans versus demons. I just have the first issue, but it looks very sleek.
Ooh.
And what about it? Yeah, what about it? Like, do you find like kind of like horrifying or like that invokes those emotions?
Oh shoot, I don't know. I just like it's cool, but for stuff that's horrifying, what really unsettles me, I guess,
Sorry.
having a safe place turn into a not safe place. Because
Mm-hmm.
when I asked about game moments, do y'all remember Fable 2?
Yeah.
I love that game.
Which part?
There's a secret place you can find, and it looks kind of like a nice cottage in the middle of a winter wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
And you approach the cottage. It has, I think there's some pleasant music playing, but it looks so nice. And normally when you're in a secret cavern place, you're gonna find some treasure. As soon as you enter the door, the cottage just completely turns to ruin. It becomes dilapidated. The music is gone. It's like the place has been abandoned for a while. And at that point, I stopped moving, and I started moving around slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is something gonna jump out and try and kill me? No, nothing comes out. But the idea that, like, oh, you're not really safe here, even though nothing can hurt you, but the feeling of not being safe here is unsettling. And I find my treasure, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna leave now. And then I ran. I fucking ran.
I don't remember that mission. I'm trying to, because it's been a while since I played that game, but
There's a clip, you can find it on YouTube. I don't remember what it's called.
I think that I'm thinking of the right one. Hold on.
like I've played all 3 Fables, like the shit out of them, like evil, good, neutral, like made sure every run, but I don't remember that mission.
I played 3 more than the other ones, mainly because I enjoyed literally just the little bartending part. I was like, oh, let's make all the money. Bartend. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, like we're all talking about like kind of our favorite like horror moments, but they all seem to be games. Like it's just the fact that you kind of get the opportunity to be able to be the main character and in the middle of these kind of stories that maybe you're not used to being scared. Yeah,
it's the immersion, which I feel like with horror games leaning really into VR now. It works so well because like you're even more immersed into the game. Like which one was it? It's not Resident Evil 4, but Village.
Yeah, it was 8.
Yeah, they have a VR version. Yo, that baby scene, oh god, it fucks me up.
I've seen that.
I hate it. It's so good. Like it's already scary by itself, like if you ran through like the original gameplay, like I've said this before and I've said it 1,000 times. I fucking hate being chased. And that thing just chases you throughout the entire level. In VR, I almost shit my pants. Like I was so fucking terrified. Well done. 100%. Mwah. I loved it. Like it was so good. And it is a horror game, so it makes sense it would be scary, but like that shit like truly terrified me. Like I think I scared my family because like that thing came out and I was wearing my VR set and it has headphones and everything. So like I can't hear myself. I can just hear the game and you just hear me like, so I was so scared.
So to add to that, I have 2 things that to mention. One's a game, again, that go with the theme of what's going on here, as well as the next one being like an anime. It's not really horror, but it has like heavy horror vibes. So Pokemon Gen 1 Lavender Town.
Oh.
Playing that as a child. As a child, going through the Pokemon Tower, the graveyard of the Kanto region, that creeped me out as a kid because I have vivid memories of playing that game on my Game Boy with a flashlight in the dark under my covers at like 12 o'clock at night because I had to play Pokemon. I don't want to go to bed. And
you were too poor to
were not backlit.
Yeah, they weren't backlit yet.
And you were too poor to afford the official Game Boy little game light thing.
Yes.
Oh god.
I didn't get
It's not effective.
I didn't get the Game Boy Light thing until the Game Boy Advance. And then of course the SP came out, which it was backlit. But for Game Boy Color, yeah, that shit was a backlit. So we had to do some old school shit. Gen Zers. Some of y'all don't know the struggle.
Remember like playing your Game Boy like at night in the car, and you had to like wait for like the fucking
light,
lights to go by for
That's
you
the
to
real
see,
horror.
for you to see what was happening.
The struggle.
Oh god, y'all.
Now we're spoiled.
I know.
I used to do that shit so much with Pokemon Pinball. It was great. I love that game.
11. Go on. Sorry.
Sorry. I was gonna say like I don't know why, but like my obsession on my Game Boy Color was Mario Tennis.
Oh God.
I don't know why. Like I don't even like tennis. Like I don't like the sport. But like that was like my obsession. That and I played Blue. Like I played Pokemon Blue.
Ew.
I had
Look, my uncles gave it to me.
I'm just kidding.
You had which version, Bunyip?
Blue.
I had yellow.
I had yellow too.
I had
How dare
yellow.
you guys.
Yellow
I also
Squad.
had silver and crystal.
Same.
Yeah, I had blue and like my family, whenever I lived with like a lot of my extended family, we lived in a big house. We were able to afford like the connection to like put it to your 64.
Yeah.
So like I would connect it to my 64 and like playing the Game Boy on like the big box TV. I was like, this is the height of luxury. Like I was just all like, hell yeah. Ain't nobody doing it like me. Like little like 4 or 5-year-old me was
The
just
SNES
like
converter cartridge.
yeah,
for real.
I was like,
play
hell
Toy Story on the big screen.
Oh my God.
God.
But yeah,
that was my obsession was Toy Story.
Lavender Town.
Toy Story. Lavender
Yeah.
Town.
Lavender
That
Town
shit,
was-
I still love that tune. I will play that tune when I'm feeling a little spicy in the middle of the night. just to feel something.
It's like I don't feel like sleeping. Let's just stay awake.
I'm gonna like go and play that outside your fucking window one.
Full blast.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God, am I about to
Broken audio
die?
so it sounds distorted.
Yeah, I'll make it all distorted and shit too.
You know what happened? I would get too excited, but oh my God, Pokemon real? I'm like, let's see my favorite Pokemon, or one of them. One of my favorite Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen, is obviously Gengar. Duh. So I have a fascination with ghost Pokemon ever since being a child. And one of my favorite episodes in the Pokemon anime was the one with Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar.
Oh yes,
I love that episode. It's one of my favorite episodes as a child and even as an adult. So I always loved the Gengar line of ghost Pokemon.
I'm basic as fuck, bro. Like my favorite Pokemon.
Don't say Charizard.
No. I mean, I love Charizard, but no. There was two that I loved growing up. And one of them was Jigglypuff.
I mean, I love a Jigglypuff.
Because, like, honestly, and it was all because of the anime, like how fucking mad she got over like people falling asleep, and then she got like a fucking like Sharpie and drew on their faces. I was like, I fucking love this bitch. Like,
I relate.
I loved her so much. And then like my other one was like Ninetale, and I thought that Ninetale was so pretty that whenever I finally got like a Ninetale card, like I didn't even use it because I used to play the game. I used to play the card game. I wasn't the video game person. I was like tabletop card game person.
Nerd.
Shut up. So whenever my son was like, I want to play the game, I was like, bucket bet, we're gonna go. Let's go. Me become a professor, watch. So whenever I got the Ninetale, I didn't even want to put it in any of my decks because like I loved it so much. And then growing up, whenever Naruto came out and shit, and I would say like, I actually like the Ninetale. I like the Ninetale Pokemon. They're like, of course you do, because you like Naruto. And I was like, fuck Naruto. Like, I liked Ninetale before Naruto came out.
Yeah, Ninetales is lit.
I was like, to me, it was just a very pretty Pokemon. So I was like, I love Ninetale.
I mean, and Jigglypuff, well, I don't feel so bad about Jigglypuff. On my car, I literally have a sticker on my back rear window of my vehicle is a Jigglypuff.
I know, I saw it.
I love Jigglypuff. Love Jigglypuff. Love Clefairy. I love the cat fight they had in the anime. Iconic. Yes. It's right up there with Angel Woman and Lady Devilmon. Iconic cat fight.
Not gonna lie.
Period.
I stopped watching the anime whenever they decided to like change the theme song. Like they changed it. They changed it for like the short amount of time, and
for
I was
the
like,
islands?
I don't remember.
I think they changed it for the islands. Yeah.
But it wasn't like the iconic like Pokemon theme that we all know, right?
You left real quick.
I was like, how fucking dare you? This anime's trash now. I'm not ever watching. Mind you, I was probably like my son's age when it happened, right? I was younger than 10 years old, and I had that attitude at 10 years old. I was like, nope, it's trash now. I'm never gonna watch this anime ever again. Like, I was so dramatic about it. I was like, how dare they change the fucking theme song for Pokemon? And then they changed it back, and I was like, oh, okay.
But yeah, Pokemon do, even in the anime also has like horror elements. Like, for example, Pokemon, the first movie, you can kind of
don't
with Mewtwo, I mean,
that was sad.
Sad, yes, but Mewtwo's violence and that the fact he's an experiment
in the beginning,
in the beginning, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and even more so the third one with the unknown.
Dude, I was just thinking about that. I was like, dude, the unknown were so fucking scary.
They're so fucking creepy, and I loved it. I love the unknown.
The ultimate instigators.
I don't know what game it was, but I had that one too, where the unknown were introduced.
Emerald.
Was it Emerald
or Sapphire or Ruby?
They show up in the second generation.
They show up in the second generation,
but I don't remember what game it was. I don't remember what game it was, but I remember going. There was I was like a completionist even back then. I wanted every single Pokemon.
Okay, yeah.
So I went into the there was a certain cave that you could
go
in.
ruins.
I don't know if it was the ruins. I know there was a cave. I don't remember much. It, like I said, I was younger than 10. that was like 18 years ago. I hate that. Anyway, so the only place you could get the unknown was in this cave.
Yeah, the ruins, yeah.
The downside about that is that this cave was also overran by fucking Zubats.
Yep.
So it was literally like a 1% chance that you would either get a fucking unknown or you would get a Zubat. And I started to fucking hate Zubats because all I wanted was the fucking unknown.
All the letters.
How did you not hate Zubat after the fucking Moon Mountain though? Like he was either Zubat or Clefairy.
Because they didn't have to deal with them that much compared to the fucking cave. Like I dealt with them more in the cave than I did in that other area. So I was just like, oh my god, I hate this place.
But as a shit starter I would have the unknown use I would have them be like, oh my god, let's just stir up some drum like over there. let's just do, see, you know what? Chaotic, unknown, pure chaos. Chaotic neutral, period. Me.
I only remember the unknown from the third generation of games because you had to learn their language to be able to capture the Regirock or fucking Pokemon.
Which there's a theory about the unknown that they're obviously they're a language you could read their written language, obviously the letters.
Yeah.
But legend goes the unknown are the living language of Arceus.
Oh.
The living language of God.
That makes sense.
That's why when you usually see like promotional work, sometimes you'll see the unknown with Arceus.
Yeah.
But that's the theory, and I'm like, I second that because the unknown are a lot more powerful in the anime than they are in the games, and it's unfortunate because everywhere else they're like a powerhouse when together, and I kind of wish they did that in the games where they have like some ability with that when you have more than one, it increases their power, but you don't. Unfortunately, it sucks.
For real, in the Pokemon, the third movie, they're just all dancing together, just singing to themselves.
Warping reality and shit.
Some guy into Entei. It's like, oh, a fire dog.
Yes, they're warping reality as they see fit,
For real.
or as that girl sees fit.
Yes.
I'm like, imagine if I got it. Oh, we all be fucked.
That's not.
If I had it, we'd be fucked. There'd be a zombie T-Rex throwing up other zombies running around or some shit.
You've already done that.
I love that thing. It's my favorite.
Wait till you get to show up, my guy. Just wait.
I can't wait. Anyway, but no, because terrifying, unknown. Side note: if we ever do a Pokemon D&D game, and I thought about it, and I'm like, if I did that, what would it be like? Oh, definitely the unknown would be the antagonist.
Yeah.
Or someone using the unknown would be the villain. Period. Because it's so much fun, so much stuff that you could do.
I actually played in a Pokemon D&D game.
I just feel like that would be a lot.
It wasn't a lot, mainly because like I was extremely swifty whenever I was like playing. Like I was very swifty. So I just remember picking my starter Pokemon, which I don't even remember what it was. I remember that my ex-girlfriend's was like a monkey. Like I don't remember what monkey it was, but I know it was a monkey Pokemon.
Mankey?
No, like because I know that there's like a couple of them that look like monkeys. But I don't remember what her starter Pokemon was. Like I like I said, I was fucking high as a kite. I don't remember. I don't fucking remember, but I remember like as like going through and like we were trying to avoid like all these other Pokemon, and like the other player was like so upset because he's just like, well, we need to level up our Pokemon, and the only way to do that is by fighting. And I was like, but this is D&D, bitch. This may not be how you level up the Pokemon. And he's like, well, we gotta do it. And I'm just all like, no.
I thought about doing one like that, but I haven't found a D&D like system with Pokemon that I like enough. And it won't be confusing enough for all the players I would get for it. So, but it's on the thing to do because any chance to use the unknown for chaos, I'm down. I'm in it, honey. I'm here. But it's on the back burner because I feel like if I bring in the unknown in, open the floodgates, shit's gonna get weird.
I mean,
add them into Avatira, it's gonna get weirder.
I can ask Indigo because I think he was there for that game. I just don't remember who ran it. It might have been him.
Outside of Pokemon, another one's called Death Parade.
Ooh.
I think we talked about this anime before at some point. I know at least I've had that conversation with Bud.
Is that the one with the bad fucking the bad voice acting?
You said Death Parade?
Death Parade. We mean bad voice acting.
Yeah, the one where like that one kid's the fucking Jew, and then there's like the lady who's like,
no, that's good. That's good. Oh my.
What?
Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, that lady.
No, that's not Death Parade. That's oh my god, that's Ghost
Story or some shit.
Ghost Stories.
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Stories.
Oh, Ghost Stories. You're right.
That's Ghost Stories.
Okay.
But Death Parade is the thing that inspired a project that was codenamed Cosmic Dahlia with the bar. That project. That's what this was inspired by. That's what the bartender was inspired by from a character from Death Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard nothing. That might be a project that might pop up in the future at some point.
Well, wait a minute, because I don't remember. I don't remember pulling because I helped build that character too.
Yes, but that's what the idea of the whole Cosmic Dahlia thing is spawned from. Yes, the concept of that bar and then the bartender and all that. That all spawned from this anime, where basically the anime is there's this whole tower of the afterlife, right? Limbo. Right. And when people go, their souls go to this tower, they go to a bar, and the bartender, and then he decides if that person goes to heaven or hell.
Okay, you cut out there for a second.
Yeah. You said, and the bartender, and then it was like quiet.
Yeah.
And then they decided
bartender plays the game, has them play a game. He observes them, watches them, analyzes them, and decides if they go to heaven or hell.
Oh. Why does this remind me of Tower of God?
Ew.
I never watched Tower of God, so I wouldn't know.
I'm sorry. I can't hate it. I can't hate it. I can't hate it. One of my favorites does the theme song. Like, I can't hate it. I can't hate
never
it.
watched it, so I can't.
It's trash.
I don't have an opinion.
And I'm so angry because they were supposed to fucking perform that, and then they changed the set list. And I was like, I was so looking forward to them performing Top. I'm so mad. Such a good concert, though. I still enjoyed myself. But
that's a good anime with sprinkle of horror elements of the afterlife and people afraid to go to hell because they have no memory on how they got to that bar. Ooh. But then they start remembering why they're there, or what happened to them, or how they died, and then they relive all their life. They relive elements of their life, and that deciding factor of do they go when they go into, because when they leave the bar, they go into 2 elevators. There's more than one person. Each person goes into an elevator, and then the bartender will click either up or down for either one, and they'll determine if they go to heaven or hell.
What is this anime called again?
Death Parade.
That premise sounds a little like Angel Beats.
Angel Beats was like they're stuck in a realm, and that's a hot mess of emotional trauma.
It's so good.
It is so good, but that's another one that's kind of a horror element.
They're like in afterlife, and then they discovered their own deaths, and then they have to accept it.
Yeah.
Who does the what studio does it?
The animation for what? Death Parade?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Madhouse.
Ooh.
Thanks.
I'm watching that.
And should be on Crunchyroll. It was originally on Funimation, but due to Funimation and Crunchyroll merging into one, after Funimation bought Crunchyroll, or Sony bought Crunchyroll.
Ooh, the storm's about to start here.
Huh?
That big old storm.
Don't say that.
Yes. Oh,
I am not about to lose.
I mean, we've almost got an hour so far, so we'll be all right.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just got a notification on my phone and on my computer saying, "Hey, like heavy storms incoming." Oh, they did a lot of good animes. I mean, I could just save now.
But yeah,
they did Chobits? No way.
Chobits was just something. They did the Supernatural anime series.
Did they really?
Yes, they did.
Great. So, like, they did Trigun, Cardcaptor Sakura. I'm just looking at the ones that they did. Bomberman. That's fucking great. Chobits. I'm just reading the ones that I've actually read. Gunslinger or watched Gunslinger Girl. Monster. Strawberry 100. Paradise Kiss.
Oh, Strawberry 100, where the guy wakes up and he's a woman.
Yup.
Or some fucking, I don't know. I never read it.
Claymore, Devil May Cry.
Any whoosies.
Batman.
Oh god, never mind. I was like, Dean Angel? That's gay. Anyway.
High School of the Dead. They did High School of the Dead.
Nah, that makes sense.
I love High School. Let's talk about High School of the Dead and how that is one of the greatest things.
Might be an episode unto itself.
They did my love
We
story.
should. We should do High School of the Dead for an episode.
No.
And I haven't seen
Why not? Because it's so good.
That anime.
But it's so. I'm literally looking at my big omnibus of the first 3 volumes in full color, which I need the other 2 because I need to complete the series. May the writer the author rests in peace. They never completed High School of the Dead, the manga, and I'm so sad because the author died and the artist didn't. He could have continued it, but he didn't want to because he thought it'd be very.
You're breaking out a lot.
His prime with it, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's just
Kitty physics. It's camp. It's camp.
It's fan service.
It's
camp.
Nothing but fan service.
It's not even fan. It's too ridiculous to be fan service. It's camp.
Excuse me, with all of the titty shots and the panty shots.
Okay, first off, the titty shots. Have you seen those tits? Those are very unrealistic. It's obviously
not
exactly.
That's why it's fan service.
That's why it's fan
literally.
And then the panty shots because panties is extremely taboo in Japan.
Girl, have you watched anime? That's
why do you think they put panty shots in there? Because the topic of panties in Japan.
But you're talking like High School of the Dead is the most sin all be all. And it's like it's tame compared to some of the other bullshit Chobits.
I read the manga. I read the manga for that. I didn't watch the anime. I read the manga for that.
Sex robot. Anyway. High School of the Dead. I'm sorry. Who is watching High School of the Dead just for tits and
they literally have an entire episode where they're just taking a bath, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Have you looked at those body proportions? Those body proportions are not hot.
Yeah.
Fan service.
Motherfucker, you're a gay man. Fucking talking about
bisexual. I was about to say
bisexual. How dare you? Bi erasure.
And then also, fan
you
service.
Yourself, bitch.
Fan service, the definition, material in a work of fiction or fictional series that is intentionally added to please the audience, often sexual in nature, such as nudity.
How is that anime pleasing anybody? It's ridiculous. It's camp.
Because there's some people who are attracted to that type of body type, even if it is
never met a fan of High School of the Dead that watched it because of the anatomy. It's camp. They watch it for how ridiculous it is, or they read it for how ridiculous it is.
But I've met several people. That's projecting. Because I have met people who have literally just watched this anime because of the tits.
It's ridiculous.
And
there's no attractiveness at all. It's just poop. There's a bullet that flies between two pairs of breasts.
To be fair, Theo, these are about high school children.
Exactly. On top of that.
So
it's
understand.
Ridiculous.
I understand why you're not attracted to it. I understand why I'm not attracted to it. But there are some people who literally watch it because of the tits.
Get help! Damn.
Stop it! Get some help!
Stop it! Get some help!
And anybody who's watching this on YouTube, please put in the comments if you have watched this anime. If you have watched it because of the tits, I want to know. I want to prove Zio wrong.
I watched it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I watch it for the tits, but for the camp factor of the tits. Okay. I saw the tits flop and the bullet passed them. I'm like, oh, this camp, I need to be here. Where have I been?
The physics on those things were impossible. And that's not amazing. Just that scene. It's through every episode.
Oh, I know.
I turned it off after that episode. I'm not going to lie. I was like, I can't.
Girl,
that was episode 8 or 9.
Exactly. I was like, I can't do this no more.
Girls' days and everything in between. Those aren't tits. Those are water balloons. Tits don't wave like that, like a water balloon.
I'm aware, as someone who has a pair attached to them. I am aware of how they work.
Camp. Thank you. Camp. Thank you. My case rests. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's not the only reason why people watch that. That's
the
your reason for watching it.
High School of the Dead debate. That's gonna be its whole episode. That's
gonna be a whole episode. That should be a Twitter poll. We need to make a Twitter poll for that.
A Twitter poll for High School of the Dead.
I think we would get so much.
I'm going right now. I'm making it right now.
That would get so much traction right now. That would.
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right. Why was Doge the freaking loading screen for a minute?
I know, because Doge is apparently over Twitter at the moment. Ooh, Eli, what are you doing? Anyway.
No, I did not want notification.
Elon.
Eli, who the fuck is that?
Elon, who cares? Elon, who cares? He's a loser.
He's gonna Thanos snap our fucking Twitter off the face of this earth.
Shut up.
Go eat my ass. How about that?
Shut your damn mouth. I still want this as okay. So why I'm making it right now.
Oh god, here we go.
Why did you watch High School of the Dead? Okay.
Camp.
Fan service or camp?
Fan service. Camp.
Let me find it right now. I'm gonna vote camp.
Shut the fuck up. No. How many days should I have this on for?
I would say 5 at the most.
5 days. Fan service camp. Horror. just so keep it. There's fan service camp and horror. Okay. Yes, we're agreeing with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tweets. Post
Let
tweet.
me find it. Let me find this shit.
I'm gonna find it too. I'm gonna find it too.
Fan service.
I'm gonna find it too.
Not fan service. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I voted for fan service. No, that's not what I wanted. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. God damn it.
Yes. Yes.
I voted for fan service. I meant delete it. Redo it.
Nope.
God damn it.
Nope.
That's unfair.
And I'm retweeting it. I'm retweeting it on my personal. I'm retweeting it on my personal. I'm going to Voidonica. I'm retweeting it there.
I hate it here. I hate it. I voted for the wrong one. How dare I? God,
okay, to make it fair, we're not voting on any other one other than our personal ones. We're not going on the other. I mean, like for anybody who has access to like any of the other Voidonic, the Neonic Void ones, we are not. Yeah, that's. I'm telling you this now. I'm telling you that we're not cheating. We're not cheating.
You said about that,
bitch, because I know you.
Okay. I'm gonna make it known that as you said that, I was already voting with my other account.
No, go ahead. You can vote with your other.
No, I'm saying I've already done it. Like I did it as you were saying it, so I can't undo it.
Oh, I'm voting for it on my other account too. Like on my Twitch account. On my Twitch account, I'm voting.
Oh my god, y'all!
Which, by the way, I do have a Twitch account because I'm supposed to be streaming on Twitch. I just don't. So. Yeah. So boom, bada boom, boom.
How do we devolve this? Bunny Up, are you still here? Have you seen High School of the Dead?
Maybe when I was an adolescent and I was watching it for the plot.
Oh, we should have added that as an option for the plot.
I put horror. I put horror.
Meanwhile, I was thinking, like, what else do we want to talk about? Medieval scared me as a kid. But I really like playing as Sir Daniel Fortescue.
You know what? I'll put down as another one, like honorable mention plot.
Nice.
Why are we still on this topic?
I don't know.
Oh no. Because there's gonna be a whole episode in the future on High School of the Dead, where I deep dive into why the boobs act the way they do and the horror behind that. And the horror of the anatomy that would cause the harm from that. The back problems, man. The back problems. God, I fucking hate it. I hate and love the anime so much. Fuck the zombies. It's all about the camp. That and the art is actually really good in my opinion, but that's just me.
I love how you.
I love how I accidentally voted for fan service when I wanted to vote for camp.
I rest my case.
I blame you.
Nope, your subconscious.
You all suck. I'm killing Davey on Sunday. Come back in a month or two to find out how I do it. God. God, Bunya, do you have a topic or something to talk about before I lose my fucking mind?
So how about that Wendigoon fella?
Love him.
What do you
Maybe
do?
he's discussed something that maybe we could piggyback off of temporarily.
What has he done lately? I haven't actually seen that. Wendy Goon.
Wendigoon, I know you're straight.
Nuclear
and I'm
hell.
taken, but my guy, you are a real attractive. You're really attractive, man. You're welcome. Have you looked at him? He is gorgeous.
I mean, he is, but he's also very Christian. Like
I know, but that's the sad part. God damn it!
He makes Christianity look good. Okay.
It's the hair. It's the hair. It's something about the hair.
Maybe.
And the face. Just nice face.
Chubby face. I don't want to squeeze.
Puffy lips. I don't know. Something. Whatever it is, it's working. Damn, I forgot he was a Christian. He was a pastor. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah, but he's so open-minded though. Like it's so great.
I mean, we can only hope that all Christians are like that.
Insert reason why I left the church.
Oh, the horror. You know what the horror is? The church. The horror. The ooky spooky.
And
the ooky and the spooky.
Let's
and the
not get
judgmental
canceled.
kooky. The what?
So let's not get canceled.
We're a bunch. There's. What do you mean we're going to get canceled? We would have gotten canceled a long time ago.
Cancel for
speaking of the church, like that's one of my favorite types of horror is
same,
horror.
Same.
I fucking love religious horror so much.
Same.
Give me more
Love
movies
it.
like The Nun. Give me more. I want more.
Period. Period. I love me a good religious horror, even though I am very much not religious. But I do love a religious ooky spooky horror. Yeah. One of my favorite things is Jesus Easter Bunny.
Huh? The fuck's that?
What? So there's a movie called, I think it's called Holidays, where it's a bunch of short films based around different holidays, and there's one for Easter. And the villain or the monster in that one is an Easter bunny fused with Jesus.
Oh.
Dead ass. Look up Bunny Man. If you look up Bunny Man Jesus, hold up. Let me see. Let me double check it's there. Bunny Jesus horror film. Yes, if you look up Bunny Jesus, you will see Bunny Jesus horror. You'll see an image of a Jesus Christ figure that looks like a humanoid bunny.
Terrifying.
It's the short is really good, and basically what he does is he like puts the body of he puts an Easter egg in a girl in a girl's mouth that's supposed to represent like the body of Christ, but it's an Easter egg.
But
yeah, it's a really good. If you haven't watched Holidays, do so. It's really good.
That I hate everything about that.
I love that. I love it. I lost my shit when I first saw it. I was like, Bunny Jesus, love it. Move over, Krampus. Jesus Easter Bunny is officially the scariest holiday monster ever.
I just clicked on that picture.
Yes. So good. Love Bunny Jesus. It combines everything pagan and Jesus. Because Actually, this is coming out Easter weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, here's the true horror. Easter's a pagan holiday. Sorry. I hate to break your dreams.
Watched this movie before.
I didn't think about this movie until just now. And we're going to add it to the list. And we're going to do this movie at some point because this movie is everything.
Okay, just for the hosts, I'm posting a little clip that I found.
Yes.
Fucking terrifying.
It's so scary, and I love it. I was screaming at my computer screen when I first watched this. And the Easter short is one of my personal favorites for the obvious reasons. Because that bunny Jesus is terrifying.
Oh my god, is it the Easter egg scene?
Yeah. The Easter bunny Jesus. So yeah. Combining the bunny and the egg.
What is holidays supposed to be about? Is it supposed to be about like all like the different holidays and stuff? Or
yes, it's like the ABCs of horror, VHS, all that, where a bunch of different short films, and each one is based around one of the holidays.
Ooh.
Yeah, Valentine's Day, Halloween, Mother's Day, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving.
That's one. Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. That one's a real good one. That one's real fucked up.
That's so
great.
fucked up.
Is it a killer mom? Please tell me.
No, it's a cult.
Oh.
It's a cult a cult and a dealing with a pregnant woman. And I think if I remember correctly, some demon that she's pregnant with a demon, some shit like that. It's, if I remember it correctly, it's real. It's one of the good ones in that one too.
That just sounds like Rosemary's Baby.
That does kind of sound like Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby, but they want the demon, not, oh my god, I gave birth to, what's wrong with my baby? It's demon.
She ends up wanting it in the end.
Okay.
Like, it's my son.
Yeah, I guess.
Thanks for spoiling that movie for me.
You've never
watched Rosemary's
Baby?
No.
Or read the book?
Girl.
What? I didn't know you didn't know.
Well, that's going to be another one we're going to watch at some point because Rosemary's Baby is a classic. What about the Stepford Wives?
Nah.
We need to do that one too. That one's another good one.
Ew. Sorry, I'm watching the scene.
Yeah.
It's so great. It's
she
so
just
great.
stepped in something. The baby chick. Oh god. I have like the volume turned down like kind of low though, so I can pay attention to what y'all are saying without like
just the visuals themselves are pretty fucked up.
I just love how they took the symbolism of the pagan holiday and incorporated it with Jesus. It's so weird. Because those of you who don't know, Easter is a pagan holiday based around a fertility goddess as well as a harvest or crop goddess. Easter. Well, it's not. It's pronounced Easter. It's spelled like EOSTR or something like that. It's like a weird way of saying it, but basically it's Easter. It's just they say it a little differently. Easter or something like that. But it's an O instead of an A. But and two of her symbols is a hare or a rabbit and an egg. So that's where the Easter bunny and the egg come from. Is from the pagan holiday that Easter was adapted from. And then, of course, Jesus' resurrection, all that stuff, that was also part of the Easter. So they kind of combine the two.
And then we have chocolate Easter bunnies because you can't be biting the head off of chocolate Jesus.
I mean, you could. You very well could. The horror of it all. Eating the body of Christ.
Oh.
Literally.
These are better than the unleavened bread.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Don't you dare blaspheme.
I'm getting thrown off because he's talking. Like,
yeah.
It throws me off.
Praise it be.
I mean, like, I was like, oh, this scene's going too slow. So I put it at like 2 speed. So I don't know what he's saying.
Eat the egg.
Or something about mommy and then ever again. So that's all like.
Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. I don't know what started Easter Bunny Jesus, but
Me neither.
I forgot where. I don't know where that conversation came from. But here we are.
Off the rails.
Girl, we were never on the rails.
I can't no more. I had to stop it. I was like, I can't deal with this video no more.
Oh, dude.
We were never on the rails. We're floating in space somewhere.
In the void.
In the void, literally. We're in a voice chat called The Void. Oh, God. It feels so weird being on Discord again.
My dog is barking now.
Oh, so Mad Chairman, for if you weren't explained, the reason why we're back on Discord is because Zencastr, our previous website that we were using to record, decided to fuck us.
Oh?
So originally, back with the free usage of Zencastr, you're able to record unlimited podcast episodes, right?
Yeah.
They changed that. So I can only do, I think, upwards to 70, 80 minutes or so within 120 minutes within the month. And I'm like, ew, I record weekly and then multiple podcasts. That's not going to work. So I'm like, okay, what's other options do I have? And I'm like, there are no other options, because the only way to get unlimited is if we join Zencastr as move all my podcasts to Zencastr and use them for all that. And I really don't want to.
No.
Because I like I like Spreaker that we're using currently. So I think I'm gonna stick with that. And I'm like, well, I mean, shit, let's give this another go with Craig.
Maybe there's a kinks worked out.
And so far, so good. Craig's gotten some updates now. Obvious, from what I can see, it's not as glitchy as it was. And so I think we're going to stick with good old Craig for a while until I can find something different, or just going to use Craig permanently. I don't know yet. But for now, it's not sucking. So that's all that matters.
Yep.
So it just feels so weird being on Discord again. Because we spent so much time away from recording on here.
And then to come back with the now recording.
It's like, we just, it's like basically we dumped Craig because we're like, you're trash. We could do better. And he's like, hey, Craig, sorry. Will you take us back?
He's like, I'm better. I've changed.
You know what's crazy is that remember whenever we were on the other recording thing, we're like, you know what, for shits and giggles, let's say now recording from Craig, and then
we did,
a little bit later, we're like, oh, we're back.
Yeah. Craig's like, I knew you were gonna come crawling back to me. I fucking knew.
They always come crawling back.
Come crawling back to good old me, Craig. Yeah.
Ew.
But good luck for you. I got an upgrade. I got some improvements. If you catch my drift.
I like how you gave him this creeper fucking accent whenever.
Is he not? Is he not a creeper? He's a creeper.
No.
He's partially a creeper until Giark comes in, which I need to add Giark just in case to have double recordings. We need the gay couple here, Craig and Giark. So how's life? We're at this part of the podcast. How's life?
Disassociating.
Shit.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I blame the pollen. It's like, well, I can't go outside and enjoy the sun because then my eyes start to itch and then my nose starts to get all runny.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
Yep.
D&D is coming back. Don't y'all, ladies and gentlemen, fret if you've been listening. Especially you, that one person in Ohio. I swear, I'm no joke. On April 1st or 2nd, one, I think it was 2nd, somebody in Ohio downloaded the whole library, 80 episodes worth of Voidonica a D&D podcast. I don't know who, but somebody on Ohio decided I'm going to listen to the whole thing of Voidonica, and they download all the episodes. And I'm like, whoever you are, you're the number one. You're the MVP. I hope you enjoyed the chaotic ride that is Voidonica Campaign 1. It's going to get better, I promise.
Well, hopefully they're not anxious like me, because anytime, like, if you ever go to like a restaurant and then they start to recognize you, you're like, I gotta go somewhere else to eat now.
We love you, Ohio. We love you. We're not. You're just something I noticed that I thought was kind of funny. I was like, what? Hello? Whoever you are, thank you.
It's like, where do we get all these 80 some odd fucking downloads from? Oh, this
exactly.
Single person.
So enjoy the ride of Campaign 1. It's chaotic and it's enjoy the roller coaster. Some good times. Some good times were had there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then y'all decided to give me the middle finger and jump straight to the end. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that.
I feel that. But honestly, even if you do try to just jump to the end, like, it will not make sense. Like, even once you've made it through all the episodes, it probably doesn't make sense.
It does. It's just chaotic. Which is the vibe I was kind of going for, because the world of Aglos is very chaotic at that time. So, I mean, it's not too far off, but at the same time, it was my first campaign, so it's not perfect by no means, but it was fun.
To write a wiki to explain all the shit that happens.
Girl, I'm literally re-listening to everything and writing up a Bible of Aglos and what happens in that story, so I can make it into like a wiki for lore purpose, to keep that lore purposes. Because in the new campaign, I do want to make homage to Aglos stuff. So I need to go back and listen to everything to make sure I have everything written down. I have written, write down NPCs, like one-off NPCs that pop up like once or twice that I don't have written down. Get those people, get some of those and bring them into the new one, or descendants of them or some shit. So I've been making it my mission to re-listen to all the episodes, and so far it's been a journey listening to the first 2 episodes. It's a journey. It's not bad, but the audio quality sure has improved.
Yeah.
Tremendously. So that listener, have fun. It's going to get chaotic. It's going to go from, I'm still kind of upset about the 2 groups and one group just ending. I was so upset. I was like, this could have been fun. But at least we had one finale where it had everybody. That was probably that was what, 9 people?
That was a big
big
session.
finale. That was a big session. That was like, holy shit, what am I doing? Let's hope this turns out well. And I think it turned out well for what it was.
Yeah.
But that was fun. But yeah. So I'm going back and listening to everything, listening to all the drama and tea of Neo Baba and the antics of everybody else, and Wardle, and remembering how much I love Wardle and Pepperjack. Pepperjack and Wardle are the real ones. And then I can relive the torturous, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't listened to Voidonica, I can relive the torturous death of Phoebus again. Do that to myself. Because that hurts my soul to this day that I killed my baby boy. All because of a damn bard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good thing he's dead.
He's trying to save everyone.
Yeah, but he's like, fuck the... He only saved 2 people. He's like, fuck everybody.
That's good enough for him.
I love that you did that, though. Don't get me wrong. Phoebus' death was very like, oh no. But at the same point, I'm like, I love it. We love chaos. We thrive in chaos. and campaign 1's chaos. The Marvel game, I think it's a little more. It's not as chaotic in some ways that Aglos was. It's not as much of a. I got my sea fins. I got my like sea fins by the Marvel game. I kind of knew what I was doing by that point. So I wasn't I wasn't winging it like some of Aglos, because I did. First big campaign. Don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Now I kind of do. And so far, so good. And the new campaign, I don't want to give an exact date because it's coming out soon. There'll be a teaser trailer for it on Spook and some of the other podcasts when I do finally decide to release it, but in due time. But again, you haven't listened to it, go listen to Void Onica D&D podcast. Catch up. Do all the fun. Everything applies, including the Marvel one. It applies at some point. It will apply at some point. Don't worry about it.
On that long game.
Hell yeah, long game. I'm making a whole fucking. It's fun. It's I go big or go home. That's another thing that kind of has horror elements to it. Ooky spooky shit, kind of, but like in a campy vibe. But like, turn up the camp, lower the horror, but it's kind of like a sprinkle in there. Turn up the camp though. That's why I'm the camp queen. That's why I'm wearing the crown. For those of you who don't know, well, Bunyip and Matt Sherman, for my birthday last week, housekeeper got me a lovely crown that says, it's a golden elastic crown, and it says camp on it. And I'm like, I'm going to wear this every time.
Bread.
And hot pink.
The Camp King. God damn.
Period. Yeah. So every time we do something campy related, I'm going to wear it. Yeah. Because I'm the camp king. Yeah.
Well, that'll probably be for every episode for May.
Yeah.
Except for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That one's not really that camp. That's Grindhouse. But the other is full camp. Like Summer Party Massacre 2, camp. There's a guitar solo. Like, come on. Why?
God.
Why?
Wait, what?
And Summer Party Massacre 2, there's a guitar solo.
Yes, I know. There's a whole musical scene, and the song is called Let's Buzz.
I hate it. I love it at the same time.
I love this movie.
Someone was high. Anyway.
I'm going to watch this movie high. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
Month of May, for those of you who don't know, month of May is going to be Massacre May.
Monday, May Massacre movies.
Monday.
I'm sorry, not Monday. I don't know why I said Monday.
Saturday. Where we're going to each choose a film that has the word massacre in its name, and we're going to talk about it.
May Massacre movies.
So. Okay, I've run out of shit to talk about. Anyone else have anything to talk about?
Nope.
Otherwise, we can end the episode here. Final thoughts, tidbits of advice, stuff to come. You want to cry? Because I'll cry.
I haven't watched anything that was scary enough to make me cry yet.
Life makes you cry.
That's a real horror story right there.
Period.
I guess I did want to comment when we were like, we have more game examples than movie examples. I think it's because in a movie you're just watching the main character, but in a game you're playing the main character, and it's up to you to keep them alive. It's like, the spooky thing is there. It's your responsibility to stay alive. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then you die. It's like, fine, we'll let you try again.
Unlike life does not have a reset button. That's the real horror of it all. Well, with that existential crisis, thank you guys for listening to today's episode of Spookocalypse.
We tried.
Enjoy the... That's going to be the name of the episode. We tried. Thanks for listening. Catch us next time as we go tackle the last 3 episodes of The Last of Us, as well as give it our ratings finally. So until then, catch y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.